What if the fastest fighter jet on Earth wasn't fast enough to survive? Imagine training your entire life to master speed, stealth, and split-second decisions only to face a weapon that makes all of it useless. Could we be witnessing the death of the fighter jet era? Right now, an invisible enemy is rewriting the rules of air combat. Hypersonic missiles. Too fast to track, too agile to intercept. Once they're launched, you don't have time to react. And they're already operational in China and Russia. So what exactly are these weapons? How do they work? And why are they making even the most elite jets obsolete? Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll understand why the next war might be won before the jets even leave the runway. Let's break it down. A hypersonic missile travels faster than Mach 5, that's 5 times the speed of sound, over 3,800 miles per hour. It can cross entire countries in minutes. But speed isn't what makes them terrifying. These missiles don't fly straight. They maneuver mid-flight, twisting, diving, weaving unpredictably. That makes them nearly impossible to lock onto or intercept. There are two main types: glide vehicles, launched by rockets that skim through the atmosphere like a stone skipping on water, and cruise missiles, powered by engines, flying autonomously at hypersonic speed. Imagine a dart that turns corners, dodges defenses, and always hits its mark. That's the threat fighter pilots now face. And for them, it's a nightmare. By the time radar even detects the missile, it's often too late. And this isn't future tech on a lab screen, it's already in use. China and Russia didn't wait. China's DFCF glider can strike with precision at Mach 5+. Russia's Kinzhal has already been deployed in Ukraine, and most defense systems failed to stop it. Then there's the Avangard. It reaches Mach 20 over 15,000 miles per hour while carrying nuclear warheads, and still maneuvers mid-air. That's not just fast, that's untrackable. While the US and others are still testing, China and Russia are already deploying. They aren't catching up. They're ahead, way ahead. In this race, speed is everything. And they're already 5 moves ahead on the board. Now picture this, you're flying an F-22 Raptor, one of the fastest, most advanced jets in the world. But somewhere, hundreds of miles away, a missile has just launched. You don't hear it, you don't see it, just a sudden alarm. You bank hard, climb, dive, nothing works. Seconds later, impact. Fighter jets like the F-22 or Russia Su-57 max out around Mach 2, that S-fast, but not hypersonic. These new weapons don't fight like jets. There's no dogfight, no chase, just a silent, unstoppable strike. For pilots, decades of air combat doctrine have just been wiped clean. Your reflexes, your training, your aircraft, none of it matters anymore. One combat pilot said it best: you don't see the missile, you just hear the warning and hope you're not the target. And our current defenses, they were built for a different war. Patriot missiles, Aegis, cruisers, high-altitude, interceptors, they were all designed for slower threats. Hypersonics don't play by those rules. They fly low, staying below radar. They maneuver so you can't predict their path. And they strike before traditional defenses can even react. Imagine being on a ship, and an alert blares. You have seconds to respond, maybe less. Most systems just aren't fast enough. Once a hypersonic missile locks on, you're bracing for impact. So how is the US fighting back? Projects like ARRW and HAWC are in the works. Hypersonic weapons meant to compete with Chinese and Russian systems. Advanced satellites are being launched to detect these missiles from space. Ground-based tracking systems are being redesigned, and laser weapons. Yes, they're being tested to intercept hypersonics mid-flight. But here's the problem. Most of this technology is still years away. One Pentagon official summed it up like this: "We're preparing for a war we can't fully fight yet." And that brings us to the biggest question of all. Are fighter jets becoming obsolete? For over a century, jets dominated the sky. But now, their biggest threat doesn't come from another plane. It comes from a weapon they can't outrun, can't outmaneuver, and often can't even see. If hypersonics decide the outcome before jets even launch, if pilots are just targets, not fighters, then maybe the age of air dominance is ending. So what does that mean for the future of air power? And for the pilots who train their whole lives for a fight that may never come? Let's ask the real question. If hypersonic missiles can't be stopped, is the fighter jet era already over? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We want to hear what you think. And if you want more stories like this about the hidden tech, elite weapons, and the future of war, subscribe and hit the bell. Because in a world moving at Mach 20, understanding might be the only defense we have left.